That's one of these wild little spots again. That's a little bitty spot. Watch that. You wild man. They're crazy. I just love them. Those are largemouth on steroids, man. I'm telling you. They're just wild. And you get a little 8 or 10, 12-inch spot, and they'll just wear you out. They're such a schooling fish that they're all the time competing, you know, for food. And when they see something they think might be edible, man, they are deadly serious when they go to eat. Probably because they school up so much and there's so much competition for the food. There he is. Ooh, it's good fish too. See again? Come on, baby doll. Yeah, she's ready. See you later. Love you. Or don't get this ready. 15 and 12. Alright, I won't give him a time though. Official time, 6:25. All right, we got 5 fish, 15 inches, spots are 12. Got to have a tongue patcher, it ain't a spot. We weigh back in at 3 o'clock.
We going brown, Bob, quit killing old deers.
Lee, Roy, Bob, what about Lee, Bob? Tell him in the camera.
We going Bob, what about Leroy? Cut. Lee, Bob, quit killing.
No, I gotta do it on the 5. Where is Lee, Bob at?
Leroy, Bob, where's Lee, Bob at? Quit killing old deers.
All right, first contestant we have is Shannon Heflin. This is his 3rd tournament of the year. Shannon's got 3 fish, 3 alive. Shannon, step up over here, man. What were you doing today as far as fishing? You had 3 fish on a day like today. It's pretty good.
Well, I stayed on the rocks and threw a crankbait pretty much all day long.
Okay. He's got looks like a couple of spots and a largemouth. It's a pretty nice looking largemouth. Yeah. All right, here we go.
3 fish, 3 alive. 3.57.
3.57 pounds. Good job, Shannon. The next contestant is Carl Robertson. This is his 7th event of the year. Right now, he's in first place by a substantial amount, like 17, 18 pounds. How many fish you got, Carl?
2 fish, 2 alive.
2 fish, 2 alive. Both of them spots?
Both spots.
2 spotted bass. And what were you doing besides nothing?
I just couldn't keep them hooked up today. I had my fish. I had 5 fish, but 3 of them got off.
And you were throwing?
I was throwing a black and blue jig and a Zorro spinnerbait.
You hear him laughing. Hear him laughing. You know a good fisherman when he lies and makes you believe it. Now that's a good fisherman. Carl Robertson, what's his weight?
2.01.
2.01. Thanks, Carl.
Yes, sir.
The next contestant is Mike Harden. This is his 7th event of the year. He's in 3rd place in the standings right now. How many fish you got, Mike?
2.
He's got 2 fish, 2 alive. As you can see, pretty slow day. Mike? Yeah, that's a nice fish.
I think that's the biggest one.
Yeah, it is. The one in his left hand's a bigger fish. Yeah. What they're going to do is weigh his bigger fish first because we also have a big fish event too.
2.46.
2.46. That's the large fish. 2 fish, 2 alive. Hold up.
4.58.
4.58. Mike, what were you doing today?
flipping a jig and a 12-inch worm.
12-inch worm, flipping a jig and a 12-inch worm. What we're doing here, this is the last tournament of the year of the Clarksville Bass Club, and we're competing to finish in the top 6 to go to the next year's State Tennessee BASS Federation Tournament.
How y'all doing? I am THO Pro Stopper Lee Bob, what they call me. Like Derek Parker said, we ain't seen much. We ain't seen much. We seen a hunter, and that's pretty much it. Pretty much it. Oh, somebody just shot. Somebody just shot. Maybe they got a big one. But
And now we have Mark Mahowald. Mark right now is in 6th place in the standings. He's got 3 fish, 3 alive. What are they, Mark?
2 largemouth, 1 spot.
He's got 2 largemouth and 1 spot. Mark, come on around here and talk to him. That's a big one on your left hand. He's got a real nice largemouth. Getting ready to weigh it. While we're doing that, Mark, come over here and talk to me. What were you doing today?
Oh, flipping a jig and spinnerbait.
Flipping a jig and spinnerbait. What color was the jig, Mark?
Blue and black.
Blue and black. That fish is 3.12. That's the biggest fish so far. Now we're going to weigh the second fish and get a total weight.
We got 3 fish.
Excuse me, 3 fish, excuse me. Okay, 3 fish, 3 alive.
7.40.
Woo! 7.40. Good job, Mark.
Thank you.
Good 3 fish.
Okay.
Look at the camera, Mark.
Hold that fish up, Mark. Very nice ones.
Good job, Mark.
Thank you.
All right, next we have David Fredo. This is his 6th tournament of the year. He's presently in 9th place in the standings. How many fish you got?
5.
That man's got a limit. First limit of the day.
4 spots and 1 largemouth. I think that's the largemouth.
Oh, that's a spot.
That spot.
Yeah, that's a big old spot. It's a large spot. David, what were you doing today as far as techniques? What were you using?
Cranking.
Crankbaits. What kind of?
Rattle traps.
Rattle traps. And what kind of area? What kind of cover?
Mouth of rivers.
Mouths of the rivers
Mouths
with a
of the
rattle
rivers.
trap.
Yep.
He's got a nice bag of fish, folks. That's 5 good fish.
They're all spots.
5 spots. He thought one was a largemouth. It looked like one, but it's actually a spot. 5 fish, 5 alive.
One measured, so I didn't look.
David, he'll announce it for you.
7.01.
7.01. Good job, David. Thanks.
Appreciate it.
The next contestant is Walt Herman. This is his 3rd event of the year. What do you got, Walt? How many fish?
Just 2 fish today.
2 fish, 2 alive. What kind are they, sir?
Largemouth.
He's got 2 largemouth bass. What were you doing, Walt? Come on over here.
Living and dying by the jig today.
Looks like you died, brother.
I
He's got 2 fish, 2 alive. Both of them largemouth, right?
I died.
If you got 2 fish on a day like today, it's probably not too bad.
3.37.
3.37.
2 fish, 3.37. All right, next contestant is David Griffey. David Griffey is in 2nd place in the standings. This is his 8th event because David never misses a tournament, I'm telling you. This man never misses. How many fish you got, David?
4 fish.
4 fish, 4 alive. What are they?
Yeah, all spots.
All spotted bass, and boy, they're nice ones too.
That one don't look like a spot, but he got a patch.
Yep.
The rest of them are true.
Yep. I'd say so. Just,
4 fish, 4 alive.
just couldn't seem to hit that number 5. Huh? What were you doing today, Dave? Come on, talk to us.
On a spinnerbait. Caught 3 of them on a spinnerbait. Caught one on a Caroline rig at the mouth of a creek.
Thank you. 4 fish, 4 alive, all of them spots.
4.71.
4.71. This usually happens when you got a bag of spots. You're lucky to break 7 pounds unless you got some really nice ones. Dean, this is Dean's 7th event of the year. He's presently in 8th place in the standings. How many fish you got, Dean?
2. 1 spot, 1 largemouth.
2 fish, 2 alive, 1 spot, 1 largemouth. Hold him up there a minute, Dean. There you go. Pretty nice largemouth. Yeah. Looks like Mark's got. Okay, 2.31 on his biggest fish. Now we're going to weigh the second fish. Dean, then you can turn around and tell me what you were doing today, too. Come on over here.
I was throwing a buzz bait back up in the creeks.
In the creeks.
Yep.
So back up in them.
Yep.
Okay. A buzz bait. What color?
White.
3.30.
White. 3.30. That's two very nice fish. Congratulations, Dean. Good day. Got Scott, Craig, and we got two more contestants. How many you got there, Scott?
4.
Sit up here, Scott.
All right. Good job. He's got 4 fish. Were they all spots, largemouth?
3 largemouth, 1 spot.
Very good. 3 largemouth and 1 spot. Come on, Scott. Tell me what you were doing.
Caught 1 on a buzz bait early in the morning, and the rest of 3 were caught on crankbaits in the creek mouths.
Creek mouth, okay. How many was it?
6.72.
Very good. 6.72. Good job, Scott. Good job. Okay. Donald, that's yours? Good. All right, next contestant, Donald Stewart. This is Donald's 7th event of the year, and he's currently in 7th place in the standings.
Got 2 spots, 1 largemouth.
Okay, he's got 3 fish, 3 alive, 2 spots, and 1 largemouth.
Ooh, good fish. We need to weigh this big fish.
Yeah. He's going to weigh his big fish first.
2.62.
2.62 on the large fish. That's 2.42. All right, 3 fish, 3 alive. Donald, what were you doing? Turn around here and talk to me.
Carolina rigging with a baby brush hog and red shad worm.
5.24.
3 fish, 5.24. So if you've been listening, it looks like it's been just a real variety of baits, anything from topwaters to worms to lizards, crankbaits, brush hogs, rattle traps, you name it. They've been catching them on them all day long. Doesn't seem to be a real pattern. Most of what I've been hearing right now that's any kind of a pattern at all was creek mouths with crankbaits. We've got, so far, I think we've had 3 good contestants weighing good fish with throwing crankbaits and creek mouths, including rattle traps and such as that. Is that it? Mike getting his? Okay. We have 1 more contestant, Mike Prescott. Oh, it's okay. Mike Prescott right now, this is his 8th event, and he's in 11th place. The last contestant, as I said, we have Mike Prescott. This is his 8th event of the year. He's presently in 11th place in the standings. Mike's got 1 fish, 1 alive. What is that, Mike? Come on over here. What was that? A
little
spot?
Yeah.
Spot? Where'd you catch him on?
Caught him Carolina rigging, and that wasn't the thing to do today.
Where at? Like creek mouth?
Yeah, in the mouth of a creek.
Okay, so that's the common denominator today, it seems, is the mouths of the creeks. 1 fish, 1 alive. 0.99 pounds.
I'm going to put a 0 in front of it so everybody knows that it is 0.9.
And as you can see, in the clubs, there's no mercy. None whatsoever. That is the smallest fish of the year. Weighed in. All right.
Out here, got a good bite. 10 foot of water, about 60 degrees out here. First couple casts of the day are already on them.
%90 of the fish are in 10% of the water. Put that on film.